praise is due to the Most High. We talking boxing talk. We talking boxing talk, so pay attention. God made you and I in his own image. Sometimes like in boxing, life knock you down. Get up on both feet, we never accept defeat. Remove the chains off your mind and take your time. The truth teller's always on the front line. You COINTELPRO boxer fans, you're dead wrong. Spitting division and hate all day long. But I rebuke you spineless devils in the name of Jesus. And y'all know we really don't give a damn about your wicked motives, always trying to split the fam. We talking boxing talk, so pay attention. God made you and I in his own image. Sunday afternoon, I need to unwind. I grab a cup of tea and play my sister Sugar Free. Mom, her knowledge, she will set you free. But don't get it twisted, ain't nothing sweet. We talking boxing talk, so pay attention. God made you and I in his own image. My brother Drew Titan early in the AM, always speaking facts about the code. All the truth tellers, yeah, they real bold. The General 78, yeah, he real cold. Need some boxing history, shout out to Stormy B. Queen Shawala, always on the scene. And gotta give a shout out to our champ side. Getting us real facts, always down to ride. Now through one of these truth tellers, you found me. Now let's talk boxing with Coach B. We talking boxing talk, so pay attention. God made you and I in his own image. Shout out to my brothers Freedom March, Patrice X, who helped me put this whole thing together, and my sister, the great honorable Dr. Cameron Fields, helping us get our minds right. Mind, body, and soul.
I roll with clever broads with goals like Fedorov, seeking better jobs instead of running scams like Set It Off. Some are the sharpest.
Peace to the family, peace to my comrades, and it is always smoke to the COINTELPRO fan. This platform, this channel was made for the Black American boxing supporters and our allies. Come on in, like, subscribe, and share.
And they can laugh it up and they don't pass the buck. Nothing's for certain, we all have to trust someone. I used to want to find the love of my life. Now I'm trying to live a life of love. It's not just a husband and wife thing. It's something that Christ brings, some comfort at night. True beauty doesn't run from the light. Keep shining. Keep shining. Yeah, keep shining. And I've been known to talk about women on the track or two. I talk to women, I just can't talk for women. That's for you, we need women for that. More women in rap, even tracks like Quali's for women. That's still only half the view of the world. There's no girls rapping, so we only hearing half the truth. What we have to lose, too much, half our youth aren't represented. The better halves of dudes, so we don't hear about your brain, just your brains. How you
come on in, like, subscribe, share. Let the people know that the coach of the Truth Teller is going live. We talking boxing talk, so pay attention. God made you and I in his own image. Come on in, family.
Well, you can't be everything to everyone, so let me be anything to anyone. The world turns and there's clouds sometimes, but there's no such thing as a setting sun. It always keeps shining. Keep shining. Yeah, keep shining. Keep shining. Keep shining. Check it out. My mom taught me where to keep my heart. My aunts taught me how to sing two parts. My sis taught me how to parallel park and try to teach.
All right. First, let's get this roll call started on this Sunday morning. I usually don't go live on Sunday because I like to rest and prepare my lives for the week for you all on Sunday. But because of the amazing event we had last night, representing the sport of boxing, I said I have to speak on that this morning. So let's get this roll call started. Let me see who we have in the building. Let's see. First, we have my brother, the first in the chat, Todd French, saying salute to the coach. Shout out to my brother Todd French, who is the first in formation. Salute to our brother.
1, 2, get down. Paid the cost to be the boss. Paid the cost to be the boss. I paid the cost to be the boss.
Shout out to my brother Nata86 with a big salute in the chat. Shout out to my brother Nata86.
Yeah. Hey, yo, sis. They don't do it like us.
I'm so fly. I got money, so that's a good enough reason about it.
Oh, we have the honorable, the beautiful Dr. Cameron Fields in the building. The beautiful doctor says, salute Coach Hudson and chat. Peace and blessings to you always, sister. Peace and blessings to you as well. Shout out to the beautiful brown skin Dr. Cameron Fields.
I can't tell where mine is. Brown skin up against my
StreamYard, can I please have my background music? We are talking boxing talk, so pay attention. God made you and I in his own image. Now, let me get nines in the chat if you can hear me, if my sound is good, if the background music is good. And shout out to my brother Patrice X, who is one of the main reasons I'm able to understand any of this technology. Yes. Thank you, my brother Noah Randall. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Now, let's just go ahead and start this, family. This is going to be a long live. I got time. I woke up this morning. Let me tell y'all what I did. I made some cornmeal grits. I baked some fish, grabbed a little bottle of hot sauce, grabbed some lemon water, sat down because I knew I would need to have strength to get through this live. Because this live, family, we gonna put in at least 2-3 hours this live to talk about what I want to talk about. Salute to my brother Macadacious Mac of the South is in the building, family. And if you didn't know, that is pimping since been pimping.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. This pimping that I got in my blood, it came from a family tree. My granddaddy was a pimp. My great-great-great-granddaddy was a pimp. I'm talking about pimping since been pimping.
Salute to my brother Macadacious Mac of the South in the building. So, family, without further ado, let's just go over some few things. We saw what happened with Andy Cruz and, him taking the L. And let me tell y'all what I saw, family. I saw a white supremacist under one of the highlight videos just trashing our brothers. This man was trashing the General 78, was talking bad about BFTB and Dante's boxing, and he said all of you pro Afro channels have been quiet and silent. First of all, let me clear that up, because I thought it was interesting that someone who doesn't like black people took this opportunity, this great opportunity in the sport of boxing, to make it about that, to make it about hate. So without further ado, to defend my brothers, the general was one of the first videos I saw come up on my phone after Andy won. If I'm not mistaken, BFTB also did a video. I believe he did a live fight video. And he didn't go ghost after Andy lost. If I'm not mistaken, everyone who are the normal truth tellers in these spaces all have spoken on the fight. They spoke on what has went wrong. I saw my brother Drew Titan. I saw Stormy B, man. I saw all of them. So my thing is, what is your problem? And if you don't really like us, and everyone in the chat is making it about it being a great fight, why turn it so ugly? What is the real issue? Matter of fact, family, if I can find it real quick, I really would like to pull it up for you all to show you exactly what I'm talking about, so you can see how disgusting it was. I actually sent, I took a picture of it and sent it to my brother Drew, but I sent it to his email. And I mean, it was just so disrespectful what this man was saying. YouTube might have blocked it by now. Let's see, 4 hours ago. When was this posted? Let's see. Because, man, if I can find it. I said the family got to see this. The family got to see this. Hold on, family. I'll bring that up a little later on. But like my brother Todd French says, right, everyone spoke on it. Literally, right after it. You see, you shouldn't put your small time crap on us. See, we're not like you. That hateful, contentious spirit that you have in you, that doesn't exist in us. You see, we're actual boxing supporters. So even if the guy that we were rooting for loses, we don't start making up a bunch of pointless excuses. Does that sound familiar? But the great thing about this whole technology thing is I can always go back and find it. My brother Todd French says, where were they at when Bud put the flu flops on Canelo? They disappeared for weeks. Where were they at when Zaquan Moses, who was on the black pound for pound list? Oh, let's talk about it. Get into it, coach. All right. I told y'all we got time. Our young brother here, shout out. If you all have been paying attention, I told you way before some of you started hopping on Sean Zatel's video that he did yesterday about Zaquan Moses. The truth tellers have been telling you about this young brother for some months now to be on the lookout for him, and he was on our Black American pound for pound list, was he not? Was he not? And these same race fans were silent when this happened.
Those are quick shots.
Oh, and a knockdown.
Zaquan Moses was victorious against Medina. I saw some things that we're going to go over today, but I want to start off on a good note on this Sunday morning, and I appreciate you all being in here. First, I want to give a shout out to Zaquan Moses. My brother Macadacious Mac of the South says, Moses got skills. I've been watching this young man right there. Todd French says, yep, he was. You put that on a live stream weeks ago. Thank you, my brother Todd French, bearing witness. I said, everybody be on the lookout for these fighters. And Moses was one of them. putting on a great performance. But when they're coming up, I've seen all types of excuses from the race fans this morning. First excuse I saw was, well, he hit him behind the head. Well, what about all that ass whooping he was getting before that happened? Then I saw, Zaquan Moses is choosing his own opponents. Just disgusting. I really wish that some of you race fans would just go watch soccer. Go watch something else. Because you constantly think up the room with your bias and your hate. Huh? Hold on, family, because we have time and we have comrades coming to formation a little late. I want to give a shout out to the real Sheldon in the building. Matter of fact, we got so much time. Hold on, family. We got so much time. I believe that my brothers, my comrades, especially if they have a wrench, deserve their own sound bite. So shout out. Let's see. Hold on. Go back up. Shout out to my brother, the real Sheldon in the building. Shout out to the Dirt Gang boss in the building, who constantly reminds me to tell you all to not be deceived by the honey bun.
Huh? Let me tell you something. When you behind them bars and somebody leave a honey bun on your bed and you don't know where it come from, you better not eat it. You better not eat it. Find out who put it there and on sight beat the shit out of them. Excuse me, it's Sunday.
And it is Sunday. I will try to take my time with this one and not curse too much. But shout out to a great fight that Maura Tyler put on. Excuse me. Not Maura Tyler. I was looking at the wrong thing, family. My bad. Raymond Maura Tyler and Andy Cruz put on a great fight. I want to say this, family, and I know some people, you might disagree with me on this. Just because Andy Cruz lost does not mean that he needs to throw away Bozy Ennis. I'm going to tell you all the truth, what I think. I do believe that they might have underestimated the game plan. I'm one of the first to tell you all that Robert Garcia is getting better at his teaching methods when it comes to using smart aggression. Smart aggression can win rounds a lot better than slick pop shots, especially from old ass judges that can't see that good anyway. Judges in their 80s and 90s. Come on, y'all. Judges judging it. It was a close one, family, and I believe that Maura Tyler did what he needed to do to edge it, and we're gonna go into that. But you know, when a fighter wins, and then a judge says, "Oh, you got 118 to I think it was like 110, 111." Come on, fam. Come on, fam. How, Sway? One loss. I just spoke about this. One loss on a person's record. My brother Ty French. Thank you. One loss is not a career ender. You put that out also on a live stream weeks ago. And that's how I know people are not listening, because some of the people that I know are hearing me are still making the same mistake. Robert Garcia, let's just talk about that for a second, fam. How many times has Robert Garcia had an aggressive fighter take an L to a slick Black American fighter? And when you ponder on that, don't you think that every time he has taken one of those L's, it has given him an opportunity to make his game plan better. Now I want to give props to Raymond Mortala. I want to give props to Zaquan Moses and all the Warriors that put on a great fight last night. Now let's talk about the stuff that you came for. Shakur Stevenson, my brother. What is this? Brother, what is this?
I plan on going back to 35. I'm not a 40 pounder. I'm really a 35 pounder. So I done said this a million times. People could run with whatever they want to run with. But after this fight, if I don't get a big fight at another weight class, I will be back at 135. Hell yeah.
In the words of the Honorable Ron Isley, what the hell is going on between the sheets in my home? Shakur, what are you doing, brother? What are you doing? This is what I feel like, fam. And I got to keep it honest with you all. And it's nasty what I'm about to say. I feel that Shakur and Keyshawn have sat down and decided that they're going to make these moves to hold up these divisions and not fight each other. And if Shakur is going to stay at 135, then O'Shaquie Foster needs to get that shot. This is a bad display of more crap. Now, family, I gotta say this. Some people don't want to hear it. I've heard other boxing channels talking bad about what Zuffa is doing. And this, let me tell you something. The people that Zuffa is trying to sign and the fights that they plan on making and that they already have in the works, if you fighters keep pulling this crap, fam, you're going to be putting your foot in your own trap. Can I get an amen if you understand what I'm saying? You better stop thinking that these dudes are on the same page with you. Something else I saw. What is this?
Yeah, can get his ass. Let me get some of that shit, kid. What are you doing over here? Come to North.
Let me ask you something. Brother Keyshawn Davis, why are you sitting up here acting like you beat Andy? You see, this is the disgusting work in the sport of boxing. This is, see, and we play a part in this, and this is what I mean. My brother Todd French bear witness to what I said. A few weeks ago, I did a live on how we decide as fans and supporters of the sport that when our fighters lose, they're done. Even if it's close, they're done. I spoke to the family about that small margin of error that we put on our own, but everybody else, they can bounce back. So because of that, they're celebrating as if they don't have to get that work anymore. No, my brother Keyshawn. My brother Keyshawn. Somebody who beat you 6 times in the amateurs, you need to go get that work. The only problem, and let me speak on this, because I seen a whole lot of disrespect to the Cuban boxing school on YouTube, on Facebook. Let me explain something to y'all. The only reason why Cubans are not second in place behind Black Americans in the sport of boxing, when it comes to titles, when it comes to undisputed positions, when it comes to impact in the sport, is because for generations they were not allowed to get the pro experience. And many of them who are highly decorated in the amateurs, they are almost moved very slowly in the pros. See, great point. Todd French said, I will never forget what Black Fight fans said. He said, black fighters need mandatories or no one would fight them. My God. My God. Man, it has so much truth on it. I got to play something on that. That's right and exact. But people want to act like they don't see it. Hold on, family. I want to bring something else to your attention. I promised you that I would. I am a man of my word. So let's go to my channel. And I want to just show you all something very disgusting that I saw early this morning. Look at this, family. Look at this. This man or woman, whether he is a racist or a black man who is self-hating, posing to be something else, look at this disgusting display. After a great night of boxing, this man says, all the Kangs and channels like 7 to 8 Sports TV, Dante's Cheeseburger Nation, and BTFB was saying that Andy Cruz will whoop Mortala, laugh out loud. They said, shit, Andy Cruz got that dark power, man. Shit, Andy Cruz too athletic for Mortala, man. Now look what happened. Ha, ha, ha. Now these are the people that they say, come on, coach, we need to be together with them. Come on, coach, we need to show them how humble and how friendly we are so they stop acting like this. Racist pro-Afro channels like Dante's Cheeseburger Nation and BFTB are nowhere to be found. They said Andy would murk Mortala. Now look at them. Ha ha, Andy lost. Where are the Mortala haters at now? Ha ha ha. The we was kings and shit dudes are nowhere to be found. Ha ha ha. All the pro-black channels have yet to talk about this fight. I wonder why. Family, this is 3 hours ago. And under this post, people were celebrating this fight. But these are the people you all try to tell me don't exist. These are the people that you say, oh, that doesn't happen. Salute to my sister, Bella Faith, in the building. Salute to my honorable sister, Bella Faith, in the building. Always coming in with the UNITY spirit, our sister Bella Faith. And let me get back to this cooking. So you see, even when it's a close fight, you have these race fans. You have these self-hating Negroes who make it about something else. But this is what we're dealing with, family. Now, let's get into this fight that everyone's arguing about, okay? Let's go on up, and I'm going to show you what the problem was. It's not that Bosey's a bad trainer.
Yeah, can't get his ass, King.
Hold on, family. And I want to show you all the difference of a champion and what these other individuals do. Look how Devin Haney responded. Look how Devin responds. And to be honest with you all, if Andy gets some more pro experience and goes up in weight, Andy's probably the only one that maybe could hang in there with Dev. Because honestly, I think Dev beats Keyshawn. Take that back. Andy Cruz and Shakur. Other than that, these other guys, the way that Keyshawn was celebrating, did you all see Keyshawn, Rolly, dancing, doing the salsa while this brother took his defeat? I didn't even want to play it to mess up the frequency that I'm on this Sunday. But family, it happened. It happened. But look at Devin. Let's look at Devin, the man that they hate so much. Let's look at Devin. Devin says that was a good fight. And he got nothing to hang his head about, especially with him only having 6 professional fights. He will definitely bounce back. You see, fam, that is what a champion does. That is what a stand-up warrior in the sport of boxing. But things are getting so strange. It's a lot of men that act like they're sassy mamas. I'm sorry, I got to call it like it is. A lot of men that grew up around sassy women or disrespectful men that don't know what real manhood looks like. They don't know what real warriorship looks like. So a man losing isn't enough. It's one thing for the fans to do it. It's one thing for civilians to do it. But you're a warrior. You're in the same field. And Keyshawn, I find it interesting that you all want the whole boxing world to be sympathetic to the mental health issues of all of you. All of the men who claim this mental health issue are always trolling somebody. Does anybody find that interesting how that works? My brother Todd French says, I will always remember what Dev said. He said, praise be to Allah. He makes no mistakes. And we see all the turncoats and bigots for what they are. Double-minded and double-tongued. A man who is double-tongued will always be unstable in his ways. Mental issues, Keyshawn. Mental issues, Ryan. Mental issues, Tank Davis. Okay. Maybe them having mental issues, that ain't just it. Maybe you all are really just bad people. Maybe the energy that you keep putting out into the universe, you can't handle it when it comes back to you, fam. See, Andy Cruz didn't lose because he's a bad boxer. Andy Cruz didn't lose because Bozy Ennis is a bad trainer. They had the wrong game plan. And in that moment, here's the difference. As a coach, I can say in that moment, Bozy Ennis did not give proper instruction. Andy Cruz was still making amateur mistakes as if he was point fighting and not fighting. The only difference, hear me family, I'm giving you the cheat code. The only difference between amateur and pro is amateur, you're point fighting with your hands, and pro, you are actually fighting with your hands. If that makes sense. Our sister Bella Faith says, I understand Andy has been calling Keyshawn his son, so I understand Key not liking the guy. That is a fact. But Andy performed pretty well to say he only had 6 pro fights. Let me speak to that as well. Thank you so much, my sister Bella Faith. Bella Faith brings up a great point. Andy Cruz kept pouring salt into that wound, calling Keyshawn his son. That is a fact, family. And if Keyshawn was trolling him because of that, there's no issue with that. Now, let me tell you all what the issue is. If Keyshawn is trolling him and doesn't ask for that fight in the same breath, that is a foul on the play. That is not warriorship. That makes you a hypocrite. If you are going to troll him because he lost, the best way to handle it, warrior, the best way to handle someone who has beaten you 6 times in the amateurs, and Andy Cruz loses on his 6th pro fight, what better time than you try to get that work? I don't like what I'm hearing from Shakur. Shakur says I'm gonna stay at 135, and Keyshawn says he gonna go all the way up to 147. You know, it feels like to me that there's some smoke being ducked around here. It smells like to me that some people have colluded together and decided we're gonna move like this so we don't have to fight each other. Salute to Nata86 with the PayPal. My brother Nata86 paying the cost to be the boss. Now let me ask the family a question, because maybe my opinion could be wrong. So I'm going to ask the family, is Keyshawn right to just troll him and not call him out for a fight? Or should Keyshawn not just troll him, but also call him out for a fight, since he clearly felt some type of way with Andy calling him his son? Here's another issue I have with Keyshawn doing that. Keyshawn wouldn't mention Andy's name before this loss. See, I don't like that. I don't like the picking and choosing. So you picking and choosing who to beef with. See, y'all got all of this mouth for Devin and Bill and calling them BANs and all of that, but it's real smoke out here for y'all, and y'all don't have the same energy. Alicia Baumgartner, Caroline Dubois. Man, I get to that in a second, family. Just remind me. I'm gonna get to that in a second. I got to talk about the ladies, because it's some inappropriate behavior going on around here. All of this damn, Clarissa Shields is doing this now. Oh man, there go Clarissa again. I'm gonna deal with that in a second, fam. Don't worry, we got time today. But it's a whole lot of, I smell duck. I'm more of an oxtail man. I smell a whole lot of duck in the smoker. Do y'all smell that? I don't smell no oxtail. I don't smell no beef ribs. I don't smell no candied yams. I don't smell no collard green, mustard green. I smell a whole lot of duck around here. Whole lot of duck meat on the grill. Whole lot of duck sauce. I don't smell black eyed peas. I don't smell cornbread. I'm smelling a whole lot of double-minded, double-tongued talk. Would you like some rice with that duck? My brother Ty French said, just because you look good don't mean you right. Thank you, fam. Thank you, fam. Just because you look good don't mean you right. Now, here's the issue I got with a whole lot of ducking. I want to say this. And I believe I heard the sister, well, not heard, but I seen her put in the comment section on my brother Champ's side. I believe the sister Nick J. She said, all of these fighters that came up through the USA boxing program need to fight each other. I said, you know what? You damn right they do. Because if they would, all of this crap that's going on with Zuffa boxing, Riyadh season, they would not have been able to infiltrate this corrupt sport of boxing. The WBC had the nerve, all family. Let me tell you. The WBC, one of their pages on Instagram, had the nerve to call out Zuffa boxing. And I respect our sister Tierra Brown. Tierra Brown had put on the post and said, you know, the WBC is always standing up for fighters. I had to say, hold on, wait a minute. Let Coach Hudson put some pimping in it. I said, sister, respectfully, because I love you as a warrior, and I can't wait to see what you do in this sport. But any organization that raises the amount of performance enhancement drugs is not an organization for the people. Somebody brought up that Suleiman fund that's supposed to help retired fighters. I told them, go look at the math. It's public record. Go look at the math of those numbers. Then go look at the math of all the super fights that they should have taken the same amount that they were asking for Terrence Crawford to pay. And you will see that the math don't make sense. You see the difference between, take your time, coach. The difference between mathematics and your personal opinion is when you do supreme mathematics, the truth is going to come out of the equation no matter how you try to bend the numbers. Oh, wait a second. I didn't know we was going to go to church today. Hold up. My God. Now, see, I know you don't like to hear this kind of truth. You used to yes men being around you. And some of you maybe never had a friend like this. But let me tell you something. Always remember.
Never. You ain't never had a friend like me.
Never had a friend like Coach. All to the truth,
never had a friend like me. See, at night I watch the.
You ain't ever had a friend like me that's gonna tell you like it is. No matter how many times you try to bend the truth, no matter how many times you try to bend the number, the mathematics is going to come out right. So when you start doing the math on these numbers that all these organizations are talking about, you see that there is a liar and there is a puppet master. But don't worry, y'all ain't on trial this morning. Y'all ain't on trial this morning. I'm gonna take my time with this one. Salute my brother Patrice X is in the building. Shout out to my brother Patrice X.
We all not gonna be together. This ain't no damn unity party with punks. This ain't no unity party with people who don't want the true liberation of black people. This ain't no unity party with betrayers and snitchers and hypocrites and weak-minded, weak-blooded, spineless black people. This ain't that kind of party. So you take your raggedy ass on home.
Now you have gotten caution. I forgot to do the risk assessment. Please keep your hands and feet in the ride as we go up and down this roller coaster of truth. All of a sudden, y'all care so much about what Zuffa Boxing is trying to do because you're saying that you care about the fighters. Liar. Liar. You don't give a damn about these fighters. After a man died in the ring, a few years later, the same fighter he fought when he died pops hot. And what do? You raise the amounts of Osterin. You raise the amounts of clenbuterol. Ryan Garcia does a press conference, and he clearly is on something. And we just gonna let it go on by. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. That's what we doing. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. But y'all care about the fighters. Y'all don't give a damn about the fighters. You see, that's why, Coach, hey, I might stay in amateur boxing. Even if somebody did want to pay me that money to go pro, because I see the disgusting work. And I'm going to tell you something else, family. Some of y'all not going to want to hear this. We can say what we want about Dana White. Oh, Coach, hold on. Hold on, Coach. They're not going to like this one. Should I say it? But wait, am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Dana White is not going to allow this crap if you're signed to his league. Because at the end of the day, he is not going to let one of his organizations go down because of you race fans. He might not pay his UFC fighters enough. He maybe has done bad business in court with some of them once they reach the top, like Rampage, like Ngannou. But he's not gonna let you stay around and y'all don't put on good fights. So now we got Keyshawn saying he gonna go to 147. Shakur saying he gonna stay at 135. What the hell is going on in my home? That's right, Noah Randall. John Jones. So let's take, let me calm down, family. Let me calm down. Hold on. Let's take a look at some of the highlights of the fight. Testing. Let's take a few snapshots of the fight. Let's see if we can figure out some of the issues. When Andy Cruz first started and was using that jab, that's all he had to keep doing. Well, just like in the amateurs, Andy Cruz makes the mistake of as soon as he lands a good shot, he wants to step back. He wants to stay on that back foot, and he doesn't want to push the issue. Look at those shots he was first getting on that. In that second round, first round, Andy Cruz was doing the right thing. But you see right there, Andy Cruz was starting to care more about making him miss than what he needed to be focused on. Let's slow it down a little bit. Look at Andy, family. Mortala comes in. Andy gets off the ropes. Look at that. And Andy, let's stop right there. Now, family, these are some of the issues. Instead of Andy staying within reach to jump right back on him, he wants to show the judges. He wants to show the crowd. He wants to show the people how much higher his boxing IQ, his ring generalship is towards versus Mortala. But this is what you amateurs that are going pro need to understand. This is a 12-round fight. And just because you have a higher boxing IQ does not mean you're going to win. What are the criterias? Huh? What are the criterias that a judge judges you on? Let's go to school, family. Let's go to school. Now, I know I got some people in here that go to Stormy B, man, that go to Champside. You all should know this one. Talk to me. What are the criterias that a round is scored in the sport of boxing? Okay, I'll start it off. Ring generalship is one. Ring generalship. Okay, that's one. Somebody give me another one. We got ring generalship. One should be very clear. If I gave you ring generalship, it's another one that somebody should know off rip. Effective aggression. That's two. Ring generalship, effective aggression, and it's only two more. It's a common sense one. Come on, y'all. We got ring generalship, effective aggression, clean punches, right? Clean punches, and it's one more. Clean punches, effective aggression, ring generalship, and what? Defense. Defense, family. Okay? Now, you might make me miss, but if I punch you dead in your mouth in front of the judge, who you think that judge is going to get around to? See, they had the wrong game plan. I believe he thought, and Bozy Ennis thought, that because Andy Cruz is so slick, he's not going to have to get in the pocket. Right here is a perfect example where Andy Cruz could have made him miss and made him pay. Andy Cruz saw that punch coming from 10 miles away, but he said, nah, I'm not going to stay right here. Let's keep watching. Andy Cruz goes back to the ring, hands still down. Mortala's not playing. He's keeping his hands up the whole time. Mortala right there again. Up. There you go. Now, you see, he did the right thing then. But now Mortala is not going to make the same mistake as the first time. See, family, we talking boxing talk, so pay attention. What we are doing right now is going in between the lines of what I call the matrix. We done slowed this bad boy down, where even the casual boxing fan that's 10 years old can say, oh man, so that's what was happening. So in the clip before, the same exact punch, Andy Cruz had a chance to take advantage of that mistake. But Mortala makes the mistake the second time. But you know what he does? He says, I'm gonna go straight into my high guard if he makes me miss, because I know he's coming back. And at point, that exchange, what do you think the judge sees? The judge says, you know what? The effective aggression goes to Mortala. The effective defense in that exchange goes to Mortala. Let's keep going, fam. I know you don't like it. I know it's not. Hey, we're talking boxing talk. This isn't about your feelings. Let's keep going. And he goes back to the middle. Now watch this exchange. And he touches him. But then here comes Mortala with two. And he comes back with one. Mortala comes back with two. And he misses. Huh? Mortala comes back with another. That's a 5-2 exchange right there, family. I hope you're paying attention. And he touches him. Here comes Mortala back. And he makes a miss. Mortala makes a miss. But then Mortala, he almost stalks Andy. And even with Andy making him miss some, who does it look like is being more aggressive? See? Andy don't want to fight. And that is beautiful. Beautiful jab, hook past that front lead hand. But Mortala gets him right back. Gets him right back. Exchange for exchange. Andy comes back with a 2 right there. Mortala goes back to that high guard, and then here comes back Mortala. Watch. Here he comes. Mortala don't even back off that back foot, and where Andy should have either tried to pivot, lateral step, something. Mortala makes a miss. Andy makes a miss. They both get the jab in. Anytime, this is what you don't need to understand. Anytime it looks like you're having a stalker fighter, and don't get it twisted, Andy is winning some of these exchanges. But Mortala's right back on him. Mortala, he's blocking those 1-2s from Andy, and Andy's just chilling. Andy's just chilling. Let me ask you all this question, family. At any time, does Andy look tired? Does Andy look like he's sweating? Does Andy look like he's fatigued? Look at that. Look at that. Andy could stand right there, catch and shoot with him, and beat him, but he chooses not to. He thinks that he's going to win doing this. And I have to say this. Some of you Cuban fighters are going to have to understand. You do not get to pass the black litmus test. Nobody's giving you the fight off of your pure boxing IQ. You are going to have to take it when it's this type of opportunity on the line. See, Andy wins that exchange, and watch what Andy's going to do. He's going to back right out after he gets the exchange. He gets forced back by Mortala. And what's frustrating to me is Andy is skilled enough to stay right there and make him miss, but he chooses not to because he thinks he's doing enough to win. Mortala's doing a little shoulder roll. Here he comes. Woo. All night, family. This is the 8th round. This is all night. Yes, Andy Cruz is winning some spots, but then Mortala is right there. Look, Andy Cruz wins that exchange. Now watch. Mortala's not going to run out of there. He gets back on that back foot, and he comes right back. Here he comes. I have to say, man, Bosie's a great trainer, but the instruction that was happening this night was not on par. Now you all see that front foot? You see how Mortala steps back on the rear foot, but doesn't move that front foot to stay in range. So as soon as he weathers the storm, he knows, boom, boom, boom. Even if the shots aren't clean, it looks like I'm hitting him. I'm hitting his arms. I'm hitting his shoulders. And Andy's backing up, backing up, backing up. See? Andy gets that 2-piece in, but then look at Andy. Andy is more focused on showboating and showing people he's making a miss. Listen, my brother, they don't care about that. They already know you're slick. Mortala is being more effectively aggressive. And what it's looking like, we know what we're seeing, but it's starting to look like that his ring generalship is better. because it looks like he's stalking you. Almost for 12 rounds. Look, you make a miss again. And you make a miss and you don't return fire. 9th round. This is all night, family. Look, he's shaking you can shake your head no all you want. The judges really hate that crap. How that song go? You got to know when to fold them, know when to hold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You got to count your money when it's sitting at the table. Y'all know nothing about that, fam. You got to know when to fold them, and you got to know when to run. And I think I have to say this, family. I think sometimes our Cuban boxers think that they are not under the same litmus test. Boxing Wiz says, man, Coach Hudson done fumbled. I'm not sure. What did I fumble? What did I fumble? Salute my brother. Oh, Andy done fumbled. Got you. Yeah, man, I think the team fumbled. Hold on, family. This is the 11th round. Look at him. You got to fight what you want. You can't keep trying to pick these spots you want. See? Now, the exchange that Andy wins, he's getting 1 point in. The exchange that Mortala is winning, he's getting 3, 4 punches in. See? Look. Even when Andy makes him miss, Mortala's right there on his front foot. Move that jab out the way. Boom, take that. Come here, Andy. Mortala cutting that ring off. So not only does it look like he's having to cut the ring off to fight you, you're not winning the exchanges. And I have some news for y'all, fam. Some people might not want to hear this. That's enough film study. Some people not. It's all good, Boxing Wiz. And salute to the fam. Boxing Wiz in the house. My brother, I am Trill Will in the house. Huh? Steel City Luke in the building. Shout out to my comrades coming in the building. Always keeping it G'd up.
Wow. What's up, cat?
Damn.
Yeah.
Some motherfucking doghouse battle cat collaboration right here.
It's Sunday, not too much. So who fumbled, family? That's the question. Let's talk about it. Who fumbled? We have to call a spade today. I don't believe that they trained for the proper pressure that was to take place. I believe that Andy and Bozy Ennis thought that Mortala was going to be straight up and down and stand on the line, which he wasn't. He was moving with his aggression. He wasn't just walking with his head over his lead foot. And this is what happens when you don't prepare correctly. All of that laughing and joking that they've been doing, Brian Norman Jr. spoke on this. And I'm starting to see this happen more. Some of you fighters are letting this YouTube crap get in your head. Some of you fighters are letting these drama, bad girl club, boxing, diva fighting, gossiping crap get into your mind frame. You all are doing more interviews in the gym than we're seeing videos of you training. So Brian Norman Jr. said something that I think is happening to a lot of these fighters. He said, I let the drama get in my head. I let what casuals were telling me get in my head. I let what boxing pundits, who really hate all of y'all, get in my head. Couldn't focus. They were coming into the gym. So now I want you all to go back and think about all of the videos where Andy Cruz is joking about Keyshawn. Where Andy Cruz is, I mean, he's too comfortable. He's doing a bunch of laughing. I'm gonna tell y'all something about Coach. And this is my method. You ain't got to do it. But when my fighters would train, especially when it was for a fight, all that laughing and pity-patting and slapping each other on the butt, I didn't play that crap. That was an automatic 50 push-ups if I saw it. And my push-ups are 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So by the time I'm done with you maybe done did 100, 150 push-ups. Warriors got to get back to training like warriors. You're not laughing in that boxing ring. Warriors got to get back to training like warriors. So see, when you get hit in the mouth hard and it's not funny, now you in the corner looking like, oh shit, that wasn't supposed to happen. We didn't prepare for that. Let me tell you how in tune you're supposed to be. You and your fighter, you're a coach, you're a trainer. You and your fighter work on, let's say, 4 combinations that are going to be the deciding factors to help you win. Let's say that combination, one of those combinations is called Lucky Charms. The reason why you do that is when your fighter is in trouble, your body can only do what you trained it to do repetitively when you have fight or flight go into your body. The same thing happens with a trainer. As a trainer, if you have not drilled, this is what we're going to do if you get in trouble again and again. Instead of you saying when they come back to the corner, all right, listen, champ, you're getting hit too much on the straight line. You're not turning with him. I need you to keep your back on the ropes. And when you feel an opening, I need you to stay on him and hit that Lucky Charms. How long did it take Coach to just tell you that? Less than 10 seconds. The instructions that Andy was given by Bozy Ennis, I have to call a spade, was lackluster. And I could tell that they did not prepare to be in trouble. You prepare your soldiers to get in trouble. You prepare your soldiers for when you are in a firefight. If we get separated, this is our rally point. You prepare your soldiers. If I go down, this is the next person in charge. So you need to know how to do my job, and I need to know how to do yours. That is how fighters should be prepared. But they're getting away from that because people are more concentrated on what YouTube platform they're going to be on. They're more concentrated on the interviews that's going to make them look cool. You looking cool don't matter if you have 1 million followers, but you fail in the biggest moments of your career. My brother Macadacious Mac of the South says, Mortala said he wants the winner of T.O. Shakur. I wouldn't mind seeing Mortala versus Shakur for the 135 IBF WBC ring belts, since Shakur #1 and Mortala #3 in the lightweight ring rankings. Yes, I believe it will be a great fight. I see Shakur beating Mortala. Styles make fights. Shakur has had enough pro fights to understand the importance of being able to put pressure on a fighter, behind that jab. I don't understand what happened between round 2 and the rest of the fight. What do you mean, Coach? I'm glad you asked. Let me see if I can find it. This is round 2, right? Let me see if I can go to the beginning of round 2. Well, at least when they started. Okay? Take a look now. I'm going to slow it down even more. Oh, that's as slow as I can get it? Okay. You know, Andy Cruz throws that jab down. He goes to the high guard. He sticks that jab back in, but he doesn't move back too much. He stays right there, almost toe to toe. Blocks that punch. Throws that one, snaps the head back of Mortala. He's not moving back, but he's moving more to the side. Goes back down to that body. He was doing what he needed to do. Make him miss by inches and then come right back on him. What I want to know, family, is what happened. What happened between round 2 where you're making a miss, right? You're staying off the line. You're going down to the body, up top. You're not going back, but you're going to the side. And what was Bozy saying to him in the corner where Andy said, okay, now I need to do this? Did Andy hurt himself? Did they just poorly prepare? Did they poorly prepare? I'm not sure. But don't get it twisted what Coach Hudson is saying. I'm not saying in no way, shape, or form that Bozy is a bad trainer, but I do believe they failed to prepare. I got to call a spade, y'all. I have to. And I'm going to put the link in the chat just in case anybody wants to speak on it, because you might have a difference of opinion. But I'm going to tell you what's not an opinion is the mathematics, the sweet science that we're showing. My brother Universal Truth, salute to my brother Universal Truth, says Bozy didn't give him instructions and Andy isn't used to going 12 rounds. Bad instruction. Salute to my brother Universal Truth in the building. Shout out to my brother Drew Titan in the building. Yo.
DJ Scratch, you sick for this one.
New York, if you from New York, stand up right now. If you from New York, stand up right now. Get it up, get it up, get it, get it up, get it up, get it up, get it, get it, get it up, get it up, get it up, get it, get it, get it up, get it up, get it up, get it, get it, get it. Yeah, I'm on my New York shit.
Now, if you are wondering why certain people have sound bites, it's because the people that have sound bites have been supporting the channel for at least 3 months or more, and they have supported Coach from the beginning. So salute to the family, and all of you, if you don't have one yet, don't worry. You stick around long enough, you will too. My brother Snoopy Mac says, I have the question, Bozy's training, and I really think that's why Boots hasn't fought any real fights. I want to say this about Bozy. Sometimes a trainer has so much high talent around them that they get complacent in what we call the fundamentals of boxing. Oh, wait a second. Oh, hold on. Let me stretch this one out. Let me stretch this one out. If you know where I'm going, if you know where I'm going, can I get an amen? Amen. Sometimes trainers have so many slick fighters, so many great talent in the gym, they forget to go back to, all right, remember, we're not stepping back this fight. We're stepping to the side. We're stepping to his left or his right. Matter of fact, let's go over you going from the front foot to the back foot. Matter of fact, I want 5 fresh pressure fighters to test you on sparring. Is it a go or a no-go? When you're under pressure and you are in trouble, have we broke the habit of you going straight back? Have we broken the habits of when you feel that you landed a good punch, you back away? A habit that you learned in the amateurs. I doubt that any of those things were done. Let's take them back.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again.
You see, this is why the sensei, Stormy B-Man, tells us to watch boxing. Salute Michael Fleming in the building. Salute AJ from Wick City. And salute to all of my family calling in and supporting from Philadelphia.
And if I get rocked for my kids, is that real? Even though what we do is wrong, we still hustle till the sun come up.
Yes, sir. Jose Diaz says, Andy Cruz, no corner help. He needs to know that, and that's my friend. We're in the pros now, not the amateurs. Exactly. AJ from Wick City says, it seemed like Andy had no backup plans, just one mode. Well, I would love to know, what happened between these 2 rounds? What happened? Round 2. That's what happened. When Andy Cruz started feeling that pressure, he started being more concerned on making Mortala miss. And this is what we have to understand. Just because somebody's a good trainer in the gym might not mean that they're the best corner man when you get in trouble. Oh, hold up. Let me say that again. Just because you're a great trainer in the gym doesn't mean you give great instruction in the corner. No adjustments. Not one. AJ from Wick City is right and exact. No adjustments. From round 3, matter of fact, from the second half of round 2 all the way to 12, no adjustments. But you know who did make adjustments? Mortala. Robert Garcia. Nuh-uh, coach. Prove it. Prove it, coach. Prove what you're saying. All right. Let's go back. I want you all to watch something. Pay attention. We're talking boxing talk. Pay attention. God made us in his own image. All right, so this is the 102 mark, round 2. I want to show you all something, what adjustments on the fly look like when you know that a fighter has prepared. Watch this right here. Now, in round 2, so that's 35 seconds. Let me go to 30. Let me go to 34. Now watch this. On this clip, I want you to watch how Andy Cruz makes Mortala miss. Not makes it. Watch how he makes Mortala miss, right? Mortala comes in. All right, now he makes Mortala miss, and instead of him jumping right back on Mortala, Andy Cruz looks to the crowd like, hey, look at me. Look, I made a miss. Mortala is eyes on him. He's like, all right, now watch Mortala. Mortala follows him, stalks him. Okay? Keep watching. Now watch this. Mortala has Andy Cruz on the ropes again. Now Andy Cruz this time is going to try to fix the mistake. He's going to make Mortala miss and stay right there, but guess what? Mortala's waiting on. He's waiting on the comeback. Covers up, and Andy Cruz is not able to take advantage of that mistake. All night, family, this happened. All night. So people that's getting mad, saying that, well, coach, I think Andy, no, fam, he didn't. I'm sorry. Andy didn't win. Andy lost. Okay, Mortala beat him, and it's not because Andy's not a good boxer. They didn't have the right game plan. I don't know what was that. I thought they were supposed to be working on. I thought they were supposed to be working on him fighting more like a pro. A pro takes it to the fighter. Salute to Brown Sugar Tay-Tay in the building. Queen Tay-Tay says she was watching MMA and missed it. But the great thing about it, sister, you can do some film study today. A real scholar of combat. And if you like MMA, if you like that combat talk, follow our sister, Queen Tay-Tay.
She's your queen to be, a queen to be forever, a queen who'll do whatever His Highness
desires. The messenger 215 said, what was your scorecard, coach? I actually did not score this one. I fell asleep. I did. I would have to go back and score each round. But I mean, me looking at the highlights and doing this film study right here, I don't think I'm gonna go back and score it. I can clearly see how Mortala just, all night. Even if Andy Cruz won an exchange, he would get one shot in, and then Andy Cruz would come back with 2 or 3. So hey. Oh, Patty got cooked last night? Oh, I got to go watch that. Did he get choked out or knocked out? Or just beat up? Shout out to Queen Tay-Tay in the building. She keep me up with what's going on with MMA. Secret Dance Move says, I scored at 115-113 for Ray, and that was giving Andy the close rounds I was unsure of. That sounds like a fair, that sounds like a fair card. Now, whoever got it 118, 111, I would like to see their card. I would like to see how they got that. But family, hey, we should be happy. We saw a great fight. Patty got rocked. Oh man, fam. Hold on. Patty got rocked. Hold on, family. Hold on. Let me go to my Palm Pilot. I got to see that. Patty got rocked. See. Hold on. I got to see that, fam. I guess they haven't uploaded it yet. Wow, it looks like they haven't uploaded it yet. That's weird. They got oh yeah, but I didn't know he was fighting Justin Gaethje? Yeah, man. That's a warrior right there, man. Justin been around for a minute. Justin Gaethje's a dog, man. He been around since 2017. That's a long time. He an OG in MMA years. But my bad. That's right. Secret Dance Move said it was 118 to 110. Oh, that was ridiculous. 116 to 112 I can live with. Yeah, that 118 to 110, I want to see. I want to see that card. I do. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go watch that fight later, man. That Patty dude act like he just the baddest thing walking on earth. But let me see. So family, what we should be happy about is the fact we're getting great fights like this, man. It's the casual race fan and these self-hating contentious fans that always try to ruin the dialogue that we have about these great fights. Listen, fam, sometimes your fighter's not going to win. Okay? Secret Dance Move says Justin got good boxing skills from his Mexican granddaddy. Did not know that. But when a fighter loses and it's a close fight, man, we have to stop this. Oh, it was a robbery. Now, that judge that had that 118, they're full of crap. But this was not a robbery. It was a close fight. And to some of you hypocrites who say that this was a robbery, okay, If this was a robbery, some of y'all are the same ones who complain about the Loma fight. You know what I mean? It's just y'all are weird, man. You pick and choose and have this selective outrage, and it's disgusting. Now, there's something else I wanted to bring to the people's attention. Let me see if I can. I want to start on a good note first. All right, let me start on a good note. I want to give a shout out to Cruz and Clarissa Shields. If not this year, because I am training again in the gym, if not this year, if Clarissa has at least one more fight in Detroit, family, I have to be there. Because the way these sisters are putting on for the sport of boxing, man. Look at this. Hold on, fam. Let me show y'all something. For you American fighters, to the men, I have to say this. This is what our press conferences should look like. Hello. Look how they arrived. They arrived in mink coats, exotic cars. The whole city is out. Look at this, family. This is Cruz, the Zern pulling in. And I mean, this is what boxing royalty used to look like. This is what our events used to look like, family. This is a woman's boxing event looking like this. I know some people don't like it. Look at all the people that done left. I know they don't like it. It's okay. Some people only like when I defend the men. I get it. I get it. Salute Jose Diaz. Says, any damn Cuban, you need to express yourself differently. Aaron Butler said, salute. You know, they pulled up in their exotic cars, and I'm talking about, here comes Papoose and Clarissa. Oh, thank you. Now, I want y'all to listen to what Secret Dance Move said. Oh, this is good. Lose your credibility this week for Andy. You're going to regret it next week when it counts for Shakur. Woo! Listen. I hope y'all grasp that. That's that hot five. That's why people come to the channel. You're going to hear some truth over here. Let this stick to you like smothered turkey wings. Light on the cornstarch. Lose your credibility this week for Andy. You're going to regret it next week when it counts for Shakur. Woo! Goddamn. AJ from Wick City says, no robbery. You know, Ortiz versus Vorchuk was a robbery. Facts. That's what a robbery looked like. Judge's name was Cheatham, 118 to 110. Yeah, man, that was some BS. And I know I'm going to do a live later. I know I'm going to do a live in the week about Shakur and T.O. And first of all, can we give a shout out to how amazing that card is? We got Shakur versus T.O. We got Keyshawn Davis versus Jermaine Ortiz. We got, is it Shushu fighting on that card too? If I'm not mistaken, I think Shushu is fighting on that card. You know, I believe that Shakur is going to beat T.O., but I believe that T.O., without the shadow of a doubt, is going to try to break one of Shakur's hands with his elbows. But we're going to see. Elbow, hip, something. I really think it's going to be a hard fight for Shakur, not off of boxing IQ, but just off of the dirtiness, number one, that T.O. knows how to do. Number two, Shakur has in his mindset that T.O. is still his friend from the amateurs. These interviews that I'm seeing with Shakur, it just sounds, I don't even want to get into that right now. Secret Dance Move says, I'm not sure how Greg Hackett is viewed here. but it felt bad for him as a trainer of Jesse Hart. So here, Coach Hudson, I don't drag any trainer unless they are a purveyor of foul play, PED cheats, anything that puts fighters' lives in danger. Other than that, any trainer on the world stage, they didn't get there by doing nothing. Let me say that, especially if they're black. Let me just make it plain. I don't care if it's Barry Hunter, Virgil Hill, Greg Hackett, Ronnie Shields. Hey man, sometimes the way styles make fights, the chemistry between a fighter and the trainer just isn't there. It's not always that the trainer's not good. Now, what we saw with Mortala and Andy, Bozy Ennis and Andy Cruz did not have a good plan. They did not have a good backup plan. You know what I mean? And they paid a price for it. But I have to say this about the ladies for a second. We had Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios do a press conference the day before Clarissa Shields and Freyshawn Cruz. If you all actually watch the differences of those press conferences, I sat back and said, damn, this women's press conference is better than that shit show we watched yesterday. For those of you who are not following, yesterday was the press conference of Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios, if you're not following. Mario Barrios not really talking. Ryan's up there acting like he's having either withdrawals or something's going on. But man, these ladies are up there talking cash, money, crap to each other. I'm like, man, I like this. I like the way Freyshawn talking to. See, some of you think that I'm sitting around here riding the coattails of these women because I want to lay down with them or something. No, I see that some of these women and what they're doing is going to push the sport forward more than some of these so-called warriors who are saying that that's my bro. We grew up in the trenches, so we're not going to fight each other. All of this buddy crap going on between the 135 to 147 division. Man, I hate that shit. I hate it. But when I see Freyshawn Cruz getting up there talking that shit to Clarissa, I said, finally somebody up there that's not scared to death to talk trash back to her. And then Clarissa gets up there, talking trash. And you know what they do, y'all? At the end of it, they say, hey man, I respect you. I respect you, but you know I'm gonna whoop that ass, right? I say, ooh wee. God damn. Look how they talking to each other. To the point, Papoose over there looking like, man, this about to get real. I'm like, yeah, buddy. This the real boxing game. So maybe the sisters might be setting precedents. But then I see an interview. You know, I hear the way Alicia Bumgarner's talking, saying, you know, Caroline Du Bois is a puppy, and somebody said to me that, well, don't count on Caroline because she's Du Bois' little sister. Bro, what kind of logic is that? And I'm watching the press conference, and this guy by the name of he was a Latino brother, I forget his name, and he came in and said, man, these women need to stop and have more class and be more professional. Now watch this, family. Y'all gonna like this one. This is what Coach said to him. I said, hey, buddy, where were you yesterday when Ryan Garcia was acting a whole ass at the press conference? How come you didn't say anything then? He said, well, what does that have to do with this? I said, well, weren't you present? He said, yeah. And I said, so when Ryan Garcia was up there not being professional at all, I didn't see you in the Zones chat, and I didn't see you in the Ring Magazine chat trying to police how Ryan Garcia was acting. Because you are a hypocrite. Because you are double-minded and double-tongued like always. Huh? Now I'm going to land in this plane. Anybody can call in if you like. The link is in the chat if you want to speak on this great Sunday. My brother Jose Diaz says, you never know who you can get help from. You never know what's going to happen in life. Oh, hold on. See, my brother Jose Diaz is taking us to church. Taking us straight to church. You never, if you are in the sport of boxing, especially some of you amateurs that's coming up, don't do the crap that you see what's going on YouTube. If you are in this game for real, you never know. Listen to me. You never know who can help you. You might be sitting up here talking about somebody one day, and that might be the very coach that helps you learn how to take your feet from fighting on the lead foot, learning how to bound, to transitioning to putting your weight on your rear foot to switch better between offense and defense. The very coach that you might be talking about. That's why, Coach Hudson, I don't get into that. That's a bad coach. That's a bad trainer. The only time I call you a bad coach and a bad trainer is if you are caught trying to cheat. You are caught in a glove gate constantly with fighters trying to double, triple stack their hand wraps. You have a list of fighters popping hot with performance enhancing drugs. That's a problem. But I want to give a shout out again to Zaquan Moses, who is on our pound for pound Black American list that we did a few weeks ago. I told you to keep your eye on him. Shout out to Raymond Mortala. Hey, somebody in the chat, tell me, who's he signed with? Who is Mortala signed with? And who is Andy Cruz signed with? Please say Eddie Hearn. Please say Eddie Hearn. Thank you, Jose Diaz. Eddie Reynoso. Somebody in the chat tell me, who is Raymond Mortala signed with and who is Andy Cruz signed with? Please tell me he signed to Eddie Hearn, which will explain the egg that was on his face. Somebody tell me. Okay, Raymond's with Top Ring. Okay. Okay, this can go good. This can go good because Raymond Mortala is Latino, so I don't believe they're going to throw anything in front of him that will keep him from being able to get a top fight if it presents itself, if you all are following what I'm saying. And Andy, okay, Andy's with Matchroom. Yes. Oh, Eddie. Oh, man. See, this is why I keep telling y'all, you got to be careful what you say, Eddie. See, Eddie, you were just up here running your mouth like a little schoolgirl upset because Devin won't sign with you, huh? And then look what happens. You just knew that this was a for sure win for you, did you, Eddie? And on his 6th pro fight, you match him up with Raymond Mortala. Great job, Eddie. Great job, Eddie. See? The Lord give and the Lord take. So you trying to block Devin from getting that fight with what's his name? Ah, man, I'm having a brain fart. But you want to stop Dev from unifying, right, at 147, because you have some chess pieces. But check this out, fam. One of your chess pieces has taken a step back as well. The Lord give and the Lord take. Oh yeah, Keyshawn was real happy. Very disgusting. As if he wanted to fight himself. Thank you, Snoopy Mac Crocker. And now look what done happened, Eddie. Y'all gonna learn to stop taking your ass over to the bathroom. Y'all are gonna learn. How many, I wonder, how many of you are going to go through the Demetrius Andretti journey before you smarten up? So I see the family bringing up Keyshawn. So a few people might have missed it earlier because we've been live for a little minute. So let's look at that for a second. Now this is Devin Haney. This is how Devin Haney responded. You all can read that. And we have to look how Keyshawn's acting. And I want to say this, family. I got to say this before I show this, because I don't want anyone thinking that I'm hating on a fighter, because I don't do that. Coach don't hate on fighters. But if you are acting inappropriately as a warrior, I'm gonna call you out. I'm going to call you out for your inappropriate behavior. Now let's take a look at this together as a family. Everybody come in the living room, take a seat. If you're tall, standing up, sit down so everybody can see the TV. Hold on, fam. Let me put it back on normal. And you know, my sister Bella Faith had pointed out a great point. You know, my sister Bella Faith said, well, you know, Andy Cruz was calling Keyshawn his son and trying to son him for years. And my only problem with this is Keyshawn was avoiding that man's name like the plague before this happened. Look at him, dapping the corner up. Rolly, I know you ain't over there dancing. I know Rolly ain't over there. Hold on. Look at this. See, there's another video. Let's go back. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I find it amazing that it seems like the same little group in the sport of boxing that portrays this inappropriate behavior are always together. Anybody realize that? Now, I got to say this, and I hate to have to keep bringing it up, but does anybody notice how I'm sorry, fam, I got to say this. Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, these people who have went on full-blown racist rants, you all have never, let me make it plain, you have never been this happy when they have taken an L. Yeah, and there's a video of him outside dancing and celebrating, you know, hitting the curb with his belt to ass, right? I thought that Keyshawn, who I've been rooting for him to get his mental right, I thought he would have learned his lesson by now. What lesson is that, coach? What lesson do you think he needed to learn by now, coach?
When you see men fall, don't laugh. Learn. because you're on your way up. And the things that tempt people to fall, you and I are not free from that temptation, nor from the weakness that will cause us to stumble and fall.
That's the lesson that I thought these warriors would have learned by now. And that goes for Andy and Keyshawn. Rolly, the way he ducked Devin, he shouldn't be seen saying nothing. And people can sit up here. I don't give a damn if you don't like Bill Haney, man. I'm at a point in my life, I don't care if you don't like Bill. These guys who have ducked Dev get a free pass off the simple fact that there's favoritism and a popularity pissing contest going on in the sport of boxing. But hey, fam, I know it's never going to be perfect. I know we're constantly going to keep going through this struggle of inappropriate behavior, especially from our own in the sport of boxing. I understand it. But remember this. While you are portraying this inappropriate behavior, while you are having a civil war with each other, I just want you to remember that there are people like this that hate you all, that hate both sides, that say disgusting things, because you all can't see that good, that say things like racist channels, like the black ones, who said that Andy would murk Mortala. Look at him. Ha, ha, ha. We was Canes. Ha, 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 ha. Shit. Andy Cruz got dark power, man. Shit. See? This racist under this great event, the highlights of it. He didn't say, oh, you Cuban fighter, you black American fighter. He lumped us all together and said, you blacks. And I know you all want to keep it boxing, but guess what, fam? Get out of formation if you don't want to defend yourself. Stand down and get out of formation. My brother Snoopy Mac says, everyone Shakur and Keyshawn have thought they were supposed to beat. They duck everyone that calls them out and fight weak competition. Now, family, don't get mad at Snoopy Mac. We need to look at this thing and see that that's the way it's starting to look, family. Salute to my brother, I am Trill Will in the Cash App, who says, salute, bro. I always got to give a huge shout out to my comrade, my friend, my brother. I am Trill Will. They don't make friends like that no more.
Never. You ain't never had a friend like me. Believe that. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me.
Shout out to all of the supporters of the channel. But family, I know it's Sunday. We've been live almost 2 hours. I told you I was going to take my time with this one. And I'm going to support those who are moving the sport forward, whether they're male or female. And if I smell duck, I'm going to call that duck out. And that goes for anybody. Understand that. If I hear Clarissa ducking, I'm going to call out. If I hear Devin ducking, I'm going to call him out. But if those two are chasing the smoke and moving the sport forward, putting on great events, I'm going to support them. If Raymond Mortala, and let me make this very clear, because I can already see it coming. If Abdullah Mason, Shakur Stevenson, Raymond Mortala, and Tank are the new 135 division champs, and Raymond Mortala and Abdullah Mason are the only ones trying to chase the smoke, I will call Shakur Stevenson out, and you all will not be able to use that pro-black excuse on me. Because I've been fighting for our tribe. But I got to call a spade a spade. If Raymond Mortala is doing what he needs to do and taking care of smoke that Keyshawn should have been handled, I'm going to call a spade a spade. But you race fans will never feel comfortable here. So please don't get it twisted. Please don't. And always remember, to the race fan, that over here, I do whatever I want. I'm going to let my brother Jamie leave us with some kind words to the COINTELPRO boxing fan and the hypocrites among us.
You just want to say, fuck you. Oh, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck, 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 fuck you, fuck you.
Peace to the family, peace to my comrades, and it's always smoke to the COINTELPRO boxing fan. All praise is due to the Most High. We talking boxing talk. We talking boxing talk, so pay attention. God made you and I in his own image. Sometimes, like in boxing, life knock you down. Get up on both feet, we never accept defeat. Remove the chains off your mind and take your time. The truth teller's always on the front line. You COINTELPRO boxer fans, you're dead wrong. Spitting division and hate all day long. But I rebuke you spineless devils in the name of Jesus. And y'all know we really don't give a damn about your wicked motives, always trying to split the fam. We talking boxing talk, so pay attention. God made you and I in his own image. Sunday afternoon, I need to unwind. I grab a cup of tea and play my sister Sugar Free. Mars, her knowledge, she will set you free. But don't get it twisted, ain't nothing sweet. We talking boxing talk, so pay attention. God made you and I in his own image. My brother Drew Titan early in the AM, always speaking facts about the code. All the truth tellers, yeah, they real bold. The General 7-8, yeah, he real cold. Need some boxing history, shout out to Stormy B. Queen Shawala, always on the scene. And gotta give a shout out to our champ side. Getting us real facts, always down to ride. Now through one of these truth tellers, you found me. Now let's talk boxing with Coach B. We talking boxing talk, so pay attention. God made you and I in his own image. Shout out to my brothers, Freedom March, Patrice X, who helped me put this whole thing together, and my sister, the great Honorable Dr.